I was really, hoping for something more, I don't know, iconic?
Of course you were. That's what everyone wants. Iconic. A symbol. Something kids will draw on the margins of their notebooks while they daydream about being as cool as you.
They forgot the goggles. Hello and welcome back to the Regular Man Workout Channel. I'm your host, Cranial Kojima, CEO of a multi-trillion-dollar beverage company, but I'm not going to tell you which one. Welcome back to the channel. It has been a little bit since our last video, which was definitely not a slightly different version of this one. Today we are back with another character workout. If you couldn't tell, this one is for one of my favorite characters of all time, Invincible. I was waiting for the title card thing. I need to fire my editor. So if you haven't seen Invincible, let me break it down for you real quick. Invincible is a lovely, family-friendly program that follows Mark Grayson, son of the most powerful superhero on Earth. Mark loves flying, taking long walks on the beach, saving cats out of trees, letting his best friend William ride him, and listening to Radiohead. With his father by his side, everything is going to turn out great. So yeah, it turns out Nolan, kind of a meanie, you guys. He's actually a Viltrumite, a member of a ruthless alien warrior race with the goal of conquering as many planets as possible. He actually really mellowed out after he fucked a couple bugs though, so I guess everything ended up okay. Viltrumites essentially have the same powers as Superman. Flight, super speed, super strength, super cake, and super durability makes them pretty much invincible. Oh shit. Mark is really young and only half, so he's a lot and than most of his counterparts, especially some of the heavy from the comics. What the hell is going on? Anyway, like I was saying, Mark might be the most powerful person on Earth, but he's still outclassed by most of the other Viltrumites. Despite being invincible, he still needs to push his body to the limits to keep up.
I can't believe I still have to exercise.
Yes, Mark, back to the grind. The grind never stops. Mark is allegedly about 5'11" and 175 pounds, so only a few inches taller than me and 4 or 5 pounds heavier. Come on, guys. This makes enough sense. As far as comic book characters and superheroes in general go, Mark is on the smaller side, at least at this point in the show and relative point in the comic. He does get that crazy dry and striated look while still carrying a lot of mass in the comic, but in the show, I'll give him a potentially natty seal of approval. I personally think that this is a really cool touch and makes the character a little more relatable to all the skinny Asian kids out there like me. Looking at his physique, I think that his most well-developed features are likely his shoulders, chest, and ass, which he definitely got from his father. This makes sense because Mark spends a lot of time fighting and carrying things. Believe it or not, you generate power in your punches and your kicks with your ass. With all that in mind, we're going to be doing a full body workout starting with a barbell squat. One of the best compound movements you can do for overall strength and making sure that we hit those quads and glutes hard. The next exercise that I selected was an overhead press, which will both stimulate those shoulders and your ability to stabilize yourself. And to round off our leg exercises for the day, we're going to throw in a hamstring curl. Next up is a back focus movement, the lat pull down. If you wanted to, you could substitute these for pull-ups and either add extra weight or use assistance depending on your experience level. After that, we're going to do a few sets of chest flies and follow that up with a cross-body tricep extension. Finally, to end the workout and give those shoulders a little extra push, we are going to do a couple burnout sets of side lateral raises. My philosophy with full body workouts has always been to hit my wife. My philosophy with full body workouts has always been to hit each muscle group with 1 to 2 really high effort sets per workout, and then make sure you're doing 3 to 5 workouts a week. This way you still get a similar amount of overall volume per muscle group as you would with something like a bro split, but it's easier to get high quality reps. For example, you're going to be able to approach a set of bicep curls with more energy and focus in the middle of a full body workout than you would if it was the last set of your back and biceps workout. This is usually how it is for me anyway. Obviously, people are going to respond to training in different ways. To be honest, full body workouts are just an excuse to get rid of leg days. I think I've yapped enough. I was gonna clap, but I'm holding my mic. I think I've yapped enough. Let's get to the workout. Hey guys, first exercise of the workout, barbell squat. I'll go through this one in depth compared to the others because it's a hard movement to master. I definitely haven't. So first, I like to make sure that the bar is like armpit height, nipple height, mid chest, mid shoulders. You don't want it too high or too low because you're gonna hurt yourself. So make sure you can bring your hands kind of close together to as close as you comfortably can, I think. And wedge yourself under the bar like this. Keep your back tight and hip in. And that's how you unrack it. Let's show that one more time. So make sure you get the height right. Hands close together. You want your upper back to be tight also. You're making a shelf for this bar to sit on so it doesn't fall off. Okay. Here, all tight. Hips in, rather than like squatting it up. I don't even know you can see my face right now. Nope, doesn't matter. So now you want to make sure your feet are even, toes pointed out a little bit. Nothing crazy, and then you take 2 to 3 controlled steps back. I kind of like to do one little one, and then a medium to big-ish one, and then smaller. Okay, so with your feet a little wider than shoulder width, you'll have to play around with this, see what's comfortable for you. Toes pointed out. You're gonna brace your body, make sure you're still tight up here, up in the traps. You're gonna breathe out in a way that expands your rib cage, and then hold your breath. And that's how you brace for a squat. Breathe, brace, and then you're ready to squat. I gotta move that. Today we're gonna be using a little higher weight, a little less volume. I wanna say somewhere in the 3 to 6 range, 3 sets of that. More of a focus on building strength and power. You know, Mark has to get stronger as the series goes on, so. Because we're using heavier weight here, make sure that you're warming up really well. Start with a lower weight and do a decent amount of reps. Increase it, do a little bit less. Call that a pyramid warm up because you work your way up to the top. Yay, now it's time for our working sets. Hooray! All right, aiming for like 3 to 6. I think I'm gonna get 4. No, I'm gonna get 12. Boy, this feels heavier than I imagined it would. Oh God. That didn't feel horrible. Whoa, fuck. Make sure that you rest enough between sets. You don't want to be out of breath, you know. I would say 3, maybe 4 minutes, depending on how the set felt. Like, I'm probably gonna sit here for 3-ish minutes. Maybe 4. Probably 4.
A few moments later.
It's been a number of minutes since our first set. I'm not sure what number that is, but I think we're ready for number 2. Oh, fuck. Oh. I got a new mic. What do you guys think of the new mic? I think it sounds pretty good. I was worried it was maybe too like influencer-y. You know, I feel like everybody has a mic that looks like this, but I don't know. Comment 3 warm emojis if you like the new mic, please. That way I know if you like the new mic. Last set ever. No more sets after this one. Okay, here we go. I'm going for 5. Oh God. But that's all the squats we're gonna do. So there's that. Moving on to exercise number 2, which is shoulder press. Seated with dumbbells, you are welcome to use the machines. Standing with the barbell, standing with dumbbells. You could probably even rig up some bands and get a really good workout like that. Again, make sure you warm up with some lighter weight, more reps before you get into our working weight. Today, I think 3 sets of about 6 are appropriate. 6 to 8. You're gonna wanna use some weight that's a little bit more challenging than you normally would. And then we're gonna add some extra volume to the shoulders at the very end of the workout, obviously. But yeah, when you're setting this up, it's pretty straightforward. You just can use your knees to bring the dumbbells up to your shoulders and make sure you stay tight and just press them up. That's pretty self-explanatory. As far as the chair, I like to do a little bit more than 90-degree angle. So instead of the back being completely flat, set a little bit of an angle. It's just a comfort thing for me. Well, because there's no one here, because it's almost 4 a.m. We're gonna check the pump. They look sick, I can't tell. I don't know. Man. I was watching that setback and I have like a distractingly large pimple on my neck. I don't know why you guys didn't tell me about that. This is kind of an important exercise because Mark's got really nice delts. At least when he has a suit on. He might be wearing shoulder pads. Well, I don't know, because in the comics you can see like the striations through it. I think his delts are just that big. Exercise number 3 is what the hell? Oh, okay. Exercise number 3, we're just doing a leg curl. Pretty self-explanatory. Just find a weight that's comfortable and curl it down with your legs. I don't know what to say about this one really. But we're gonna be doing 3 sets of 8 to 10. Hey everyone, so my awesome new mic died, or maybe I turned it off by accident, but either way, here I am in post providing some lovely commentary for the next few exercises. Up next is our back exercise, which is a lat pull down. Again, this isn't a terribly complicated exercise, but I do have a few tips for you. My favorite is to use a thumbless grip on these, or almost any back isolation movement really. It takes some of the tension away from the forearms and biceps and allows you to really focus on the lats. You can also use lifting straps to achieve this, but unless you're moving some really heavy weight, I think it's best to just use your hands, especially if you're a beginner and you're developing your strength. Another little thing that I like to do is pull my shoulder blades down before I start my initial pull for a little extra stability. We're going to be doing 3 sets of 10 to 12 of these, and you should be relatively close to failure. Okay, so moving on to the chest fly. This is one that I really recommend using a machine for. You can do them on a bench with dumbbells, but there is a risk of losing control and going way past the healthy range of motion and injuring yourself. Because you're upright during the movement, machines and cables negate this risk pretty much entirely. Cables are great too because you can change up the angle that you're lifting from. You can also do them on the floor with dumbbells. But as for actually doing these, make sure that you keep your shoulder blades back, down, and against the seat. Some good cues for keeping this position are to stick your chest up and out a little and to act as if you're pinching something in between your shoulder blades. Again, we're going to be doing 3 sets of 10 to 12 of these and staying close to failure. Up next is a crossbody tricep extension. This is a pretty nice exercise because you can do it without any attachments or anything. It's perfect for if your gym is super crowded and all the ropes are taken. It also hits your tricep from a unique angle that isn't seen in a lot of your bread and butter tricep exercises. To set it up, set up a cable or a band to around head height or higher, making sure that your arm and the cable extend at the same angle. Stand parallel to the cable, grab it with your far hand, and then use your tricep to extend your arm as you hold onto the cable. You can use your other arm to stabilize yourself, or if you can set it up easily, do both arms at once. Sometimes I like to actually touch my tricep with my free hand. Not sure why, to be honest, but I feel like it helps me a little. You want to use pretty light weight here. I think I was only using 15 pounds. And try to keep the elbow of your working arm in place. We're going to be doing 3 sets of 12 to 15 reps, approaching or even reaching failure. Our very last exercise is...
well,
oh, wait, he's got it.
Either my mic died or I accidentally turned it off for a little bit. I mean, it's back on now, so I probably just turned it off for a little bit and forgot to turn it back on. Am I stupid? Anyway, last exercise of the workout is going to just be some side lateral raises.
Never mind. As he was saying, you want to lean forward a little bit and slightly turn your wrist clockwise as if you're avoiding spilling a glass of water. This is definitely more of a visual thing. But to finally end the workout, we're going to do 2 sets of this to failure, as many reps as possible until you can't do any with good form anymore.
Alright, that about does it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. This is a really important series to me, if you can't tell. This suit cost the rest of my money. I've been in debt since the Ken video, and this is really putting me in the grave for real. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If it does well, maybe I'll do a second part. We'll do a whole workout routine, whole week workouts. Wouldn't that be something? Do I have like an outro that I do? I don't remember.
That's not what I meant.
Mark, I need you.
You are gay.
Here's your sperm.